Shalom, this is David.
And this is... What's my name again? I need my line.
Jeff. You're Jeff.
I'm Jeff. Hi, David.
Hi. So this is Bible Buffet, and right now we're picking the category for our questions, which would only matter if I had the question booklet, which we'll explain in a second.
Okay. Lucky sevens.
Yep.
Is biblical perfection.
7 is my favorite number, so I just went with 3 of them. Sure, the biblical thing matters.
You spelled Bob weird.
Well, wait. So Bob is for spiritual warfare.
Okay. All right.
This is going to be me versus you.
All right.
Versus Bob.
Okay, Bob is here. All right.
Versus a special guest.
Who is the special guest?
It's a silent protagonist we like. Whose name I just realized at this moment I can't fit on the board.
What are you trying to...
Miles Kilo. I'm trying to write Miles Kilo.
Aw, it doesn't fit.
No. So
maybe
Miles.
Mr. Kilo. Okay.
All right, so this is Bible Buffet, which might as well just be buffet.
2.
Okay. It appears to be a board game.
It is. Every single square is a level. Now, the way this works...
At least that's what the map syndicates.
Oh, keep that coming. So, remember how I said that there was sentient food that wanted me dead?
Yes, you did mention that in the...
Episode 0?
Yes, the thesis statement for this whole project.
So, that's what this game is. This game is all about food that wants you dead. Now, you'll notice we have our weapons on the top left. We have the knife, which goes far, goes fast, and pierces.
Mm-hmm. Seems pretty good.
The spoon goes slow, goes real fast, or goes real fast, goes a short distance, and doesn't pierce. It's like
the spoon
pear.
is real slow, goes real fast.
Sorry.
Okay. Yes.
And right here is an inefficient use of bombs.
Mm-hmm.
I can probably get the broccoli. I don't remember if I do. The forks, which you can also get, which you already have one of. You always have one of each kind. Yeah, I do get the broccoli. Those go forward and slightly left, forward and slightly right, and then forward again.
Player 2.
Okay.
So they're not that good. Let's see how you do, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I feel like you're cheating.
3.
I am actually not, because if I were, I would be winning at the end of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
2.
So I tried messing around with like save states to affect. Bob landed on a bonus square, which means we have a quiz. So these are the Bible quizzes. It tells you the category and the question, and then you look it up in a booklet, and then you can figure out what the answer is. Or you can just pick randomly and hope.
You got one right.
Yep. I pick randomly and hope a lot. So you get to move forward a number of spaces, you get an extra heart, or you get a key.
Right.
I generally go for the key. I don't know why.
Player 3.
What is the key for?
There are locked doors.
Of course. That makes sense.
Yeah. So
5.
landing on the bonus square lets you go again. But when I was playing around with save states to see if I could manipulate what the spin ended up being, that's a huge pain in the butt, and I'm not going to do it. So the goal of the game is to kill all the food and collect all the food.
This is in a alternate reality where VeggieTales had a very different tone.
Yeah. Yeah, we kill Larry. A lot.
Oh, no.
The thing with all of this sentient food, is, though, once you hit it, you see that it falls down and you have to go collect it. If you don't collect it in time, it does get back up.
Okay, it's terrifying.
Yes. Also, that was me realizing the pumpkins were not collectible.
And we're going to see you destroy every single one.
Because sometimes there are extra bombs in them, and we want bombs. We want keys. Also, like all the good games, you can
crush them.
Yep. So that's That is Bible Buffet. What makes the game interesting is the
question.
What?
Why is this 30 minutes long?
Because, well, we're going to see the first round of play. And then the next time we get together and look at Bible Buffet, it's going to be the next round of play.
Good. Goody. Good.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I did get a power-up that when I hit B, it's the hot sauce power-up. When you hit B, you get to throw bombs.
Okay, I can get behind the hot sauce power-up.
Yeah. What makes this interesting is the variety of levels and how things change later on. It's not just this. Like, the game starts super boring and ends kind of okay interesting.
I don't know, the weapons are all right.
Yeah.
It's this what's happening right here, this thing.
This? You don't like this?
There's a lot of pips on that board.
Uh-huh. So...
6.
And you put 4 players in.
Uh-huh. So I put 4 players in, but when we see repeat levels, I'm going to cut them out.
Oh, man. That's advanced editing.
I could do a whole lot more editing than that, but I'm not gonna. So when I asked some of my friends who watch the channel, and also G-Man the Tank, who's been a fan for a while, they've all said to torture you, which means...
Yes, I read the comments too.
Which means we get to see all of Bible Buffet. So I did the 4-player thing essentially to scattershot, hopefully get most of the squares.
I see.
And what we don't get...
Fantastic.
We're going to go back and get later.
You got hit.
I did. I'm not perfect. Is this Miles I'm playing as? Also,
is it?
Also, the white tomatoes come back.
White tomatoes?
The tomatoes that had the white stems. I don't know if you noticed that before they...
I did not.
You see that one right there? With the white stem?
I see it.
Yep. So that is... that's the variety for Vegetable Land, or Veggie Land. Veggie Land kind of sucks. Also, remember how Exodus didn't have title music?
Mm-hmm.
So, this game had title music, but has no music anywhere else.
I see.
Yeah. I don't... Well, I mean, there's little jingles.
Yeah, it's little fanfares, I guess.
And I think most of that is because they spent all of their memory on these voice samples.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Because they're pretty, they don't sound bad. This is the onion that wants us dead. So, Jeff, how are you?
I'm fine. That's a spiral.
No, it's an onion.
That's supposed to be an onion? Why is it green?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess green onions is a thing, but they don't look like that.
I honestly don't know. I've always just assumed it's an onion. It may not be an onion. But yeah, that's this game. It gets more interesting as it goes later.
So the white stuff's supposed to be cauliflower.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Now, I'm going to say a thing you already know, and 90% of the people already know, but cauliflower, jeez.
Oh, man. David's trying to talk again.
Cauliflower,
yes.
Broccoli, kale, and I think something else are all the same plant.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got. That's my trivia.
That's all I got, yeah.
I mean, I'm eating a lot more vegetables lately. Does that count for anything?
I mean, you don't gain knowledge of them.
Oh, that's true. Oh, hey, you're going again.
Sweet. What'd I get?
5.
Hey.
5. All right.
It's a new level, so we get to watch it.
It's a new level. Good. There's a surprising amount of levels.
Yeah. Also, that lettuce, since he just clipped himself into the wall, we can never collect.
I see. He totally ambushed you.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to stress, I am not trying to play bad
literal
because this is you.
Ambush?
Does lettuce count as a bush?
Yeah. All right.
It's a leafy green. I don't...
leafy.
It doesn't have branches, so I'd assume not. It might just be Gerald topiary.
Also, those. Let's see, what is that at the bottom? Just more lettuce. I'm talking about the blocks you can't walk through.
Those, I assume, are just the tops of plants.
Okay, just like tops of plant. They totally look like the No, wait, is it Capcom? Capcom power up?
Are you talking about the Yosichi or whatever?
Yeah, I'm gonna look up that. What is that thing called?
I want to say Tsuchinoko, but I know that's not it. That's the weird snake thing that's in everything.
All right, Google will know. Capcom power up thing.
It's from Mega Man 1 was the first place.
Name. Power up thing name. Nope, not Power Stone.
No, not Power Stone. That was a fun game.
Player 3.
Let's see what we got. I know. I'll just start trying to type a
1.
Yosichi?
Yeah. I'm just gonna put a bunch of vowel sounds together.
Just look up Mega Man 1 Full Heal Power Up.
Ah! So here's what I did.
What?
I started typing sort of like random letters that might be construed as a Japanese word.
Yes.
So the thing that I just started mashing on the keyboard ended up spelling, this is not a real word, by the way, shakohiachi? That's
okay.
Not a thing.
Okay.
I was like, this... And there is one result, which is Yasichi in the Capcom
Yasichi.
database wikia.
Okay, so it was pretty close.
Thank you, Google. You knew what I wanted.
Something to point out real quick in this level, enemies that are collectible fruit that then come alive like the white tomatoes, if you blow up the square the white tomato was on, you get another tomato. So you use explosions to make food. All right, continue on. What about the Yasichi?
No, I'm not just going to read the Wikia article. That seems... Yosichi is a trademark shuriken-like emblem found in many Capcom video games. It often restores the player's health or acts as bonus point item. The symbol is an orange circle decorated with a stylized white cross that resembles a pinwheel.
Okay.
And it goes on.
I'm sure it
There
does.
are many Capcom games have featured it somewhere.
I'm sure it's Capcom. They love their references. All right, it's time for Miles Kilo to go again.
Sweet.
Now, you might notice the name of this video, Jeff. I made a pun.
All right.
I assume that's because Miles is the one that will be much further ahead.
Yes.
Okay, Miles ahead.
Miles ahead. I won't name the other ones quite so on the nose so as to not spoil for you or the viewers who wins this game.
Of course, naturally, thank you.
Because it's going to be neither of us in real life. But
All right.
that guy is so pumped.
Player 4.
Right, so I believe Miles might just straight up skip Potato Land. I don't quite remember.
4.
Oh no, he still ends up in Potato Land. But Potato Land's a little bit more interesting than Veggie Land. Like, potatoes are more interesting to cook and eat.
Potatoes are the best of all vegetables.
Yes.
It is known.
I would like to point out how hardcore these potatoes are. They run back and forth between a potato slicer and fling parts of themselves at you as an attack.
Oh man, that's dark.
Welcome. You can't kill them. You just have to not get hit by them. Spoilers, I'm not good at that. Because partially because hit detection is bad in this game, in the sense that you can just move a little bit too far. Or not far enough and not know. But yeah,
there's a lot of potatoes on screen.
Yes. It's all potatoes. The fences are potatoes.
They built the fences out of potatoes.
Yes. We're collecting potatoes. Now, you'll notice that Miles is not getting pounds of food for these. That's a glitch. He's supposed to be getting pounds of food for these.
Aha. Yes, I can see nothing is increasing up there.
So, not sure what's going on with that, but...
Player 1.
All right.
All right, David's up.
I'm up. Let's see how I do. I actually kind of don't remember because I recorded this 2 weeks ago.
And then it went immediately out of your brain.
Yep. I did spend a lot of time those 2 weeks in rat poop, so...
Why were you in rat poop, David?
I was rewiring the chapel at my church with new sound equipment, which involved going up into the old speaker
Now,
cavity.
Why are you doing that?
That was a pun, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Real quick, I'd like to point out the potatoes, as they're slicing parts of themselves off, are the parts are becoming sentient and then going straight into an oven.
They are very worried for their brief and their brutally short existence.
So I was rewiring the sound in the chapel because a lot of different churches are using it, and the sound system in it was older than me. Probably older than both of us put together. So the cavities where the speakers are were full of rat poop.
That's gross.
Yes. Didn't
Also,
realize
it
that.
sounds incredibly unhealthy.
I should have worn a mask and gloves.
Do you have,
Player
like,
2.
the plague?
No. It was all very dried rat poo. They were all not currently living there.
Do you have the dry plague?
3.
I might be a plague rat.
Okay.
Here's a level we just saw. And now we don't have to
Player 3.
see it again. Yay.
Oh, yes, very good.
I told you I was
Seamless
editing.
edit. Seamless edit.
As seamless as I can do it.
You have to zoom in close. Make sure you get the right frame.
3.
Yeah, I did actually go from frame to frame to make it right when the screen blacked out.
That's how you edit things, David.
Player 4.
I can do basics.
Fun editing fact. Editing is where we get the terms cut and paste
5.
from.
Oh, right, because you were cutting film and pasting it
Yes,
together.
in actual like film stock film editing, you would have to do is actually cut pieces of film at the actual frames that you would want, and you would paste them back together. So it was an actual literal description of the process, and it just got carried over into the NLEs, which means nonlinear editors, which is the modern, computer-based editing.
Right.
So linear editing is when you have, like a line, right? So you have the line, in this case, it's the line of footage, the reel of film. It goes from first frame to last. You can't, switch back and forth between multiple layers of anything because ultimately that is the one thing that's going to be shown. And yes, that's very, very time consuming.
Yeah.
So a non-linear editor, an NLE, is like, your Final Cut Pros and your Premiere Pros and your Avids and stuff and your Lightworkses. It just means that you can edit non-linearly, hence the name.
Yeah.
That's real creative. That's where it gets the name from.
So something I want to point out, if the viewers at home noticed 2 very sloppy edits, that was when I got a phone call in the middle of recording from church, so I couldn't ignore it. Continue.
Okay, all right. Now, why would that be a sloppy edit?
Because it wasn't seamless and noticeable?
Yeah, but I mean, the editing process you could just do later. It's not like you're editing live.
But I couldn't do it better?
No, you implied that because you got a phone call.
No, I had
were
to edit it because I got a
you
phone
had to
call, and
edit
I was
because
sitting
of
there
the-
for a
I
minute
thought you were
and a
sitting
half.
there editing, and you got a phone call, and you're so frazzled by this fact that you could not go back later and then change what you did. It's like your mouse is just going along, looking for the edit point. Ring, ring, ring. Click, click, click. Oh man.
No. It's because I had to sit on the phone for about a minute and a half
Player 1.
trying to figure out why the soundboard wasn't working at church, and I was about to have to get up and go to church to fix it, and then all of a sudden it started working. I could tell from the 190 decibel shriek that came over the phone.
Fun times.
Also, I just lost my turn.
Player 2.
Well, it's your turn now, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it's like to lose your turn.
Yep. I've been there. Are you gonna make me lose my turn again?
Nope, I'm gonna make
and
you
go
go
back
back
to
2
two
squares and lose your turn.
Cheating.
This game has
Player
been
cheating.
3.
this game has been addictive. I am not cheating. The only thing I can do to cheat is if you hit the spin button real quick, super quick, to spin and stop it, you will land sometimes on the same space you started at.
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest thing to cheating I can do. Now, red potatoes aren't green potatoes. Red potatoes you can kill and collect. I have 2 spoons, but I'm going to keep using the knife because the knife is the best.
So russet potatoes are like the best of all potatoes.
Why would you say russet?
Because russet potatoes make delicious things. Mostly, I'm talking about a proper baked potato.
Oh yeah, one of those things I can't have anymore.
I will describe it in case people are not aware. It's actually more of a steamed potato, but baked potato is the name of the dish.
The nomenclature, yeah.
Yeah. Take a russet potato and you wrap it in foil. You stick a fork in it and you bake it at 500 degrees for an hour.
Oh man.
It's all soft.
Oh
and then
man.
you open it up, you split it, you put butter, sour cream, salt, chives, bacon bits,
Player 4.
tater toppings. You know, sort of I don't actually know what they are, but they're delicious, and you put it on there. Shredded cheese.
Mm-hmm.
So like a Mexican cheese could work. So you got 4 varieties, or cheddar. Cheddar's good too.
You said the pound of butter, right?
Yeah, I did mention the butter. I didn't say a pound out loud, but that should be understood.
Mm-hmm. Pound of cheese, pound of butter, pound of bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Player 4.
Really like baked potatoes. They're pretty good.
Real good.
Russet potatoes are also used for zuppa toscana, which is a soup that I love
3.
from Olive Garden.
Yep.
And have learned how to bake and make very
All
well
right.
occasionally.
You don't make it all
It's
the
really
time?
good. Yeah, I don't make it all the time. It's
All
kind of a pain.
Okay.
Takes a while.
Okay, according to my nutrition guide thing, I can have
All right.
1 medium potato in a meal.
Player 4.
Okay. I mean, there are other varieties of potatoes that I'm just not as excited about, I guess.
Right.
Your
Pick.
new potatoes, I guess.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, Sweet potato fries are okay.
Yeah,
But,
they are.
you know,
Can't have those.
fries are also good.
Can't have sweet potato fries.
Potato chips are pretty good.
Being
3.
fat is not fun. It's not, because you have to lose weight, and to lose weight, you have to eat, like an adult. Also, Miles is in a new world, fast food world, where pickles are trying to kill me. And hey, look, there are people.
Yep, it looks like you're in quite the pickle.
Yes, I'm in quite the cucumber. You can't kill people. You can merely stun them by throwing a sharp knife at their face.
By throwing knives at their faces. I'm sure there's a biblical lesson to be learned from this.
Of course.
This is a Bible buffet.
This is a Bible buffet. So this is fast food land. As you can tell, it is full of cordons and tacos and pickles and hot dogs. And I ate dinner and I'm hungry now.
I have not eaten dinner.
Oh, so this is torture for you, isn't it?
Well, I mean, maybe not torture. I think maybe torture is a bit hyperbolic, but
Well, it's the internet. Everything's hyperbolic.
no, that's right. I forgot.
Yep.
This is literally the worst thing that's ever happened to a human being. What's happening right now? To me.
What's happening right now to you?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite way to eat a corn dog, Jeff?
I do not like corn dogs.
Really?
So, favorite way to eat them is to not.
How do you not like corn dogs?
Player
It's I don't know. It's
one.
the taste. So, if I were to narrow it down to one particular aspect of the corn dog experience, it would be the taste, not being good.
All right.
Well, fair enough. Also, this is where I have a
Player
spade of good
one.
luck, where I just keep hitting A real fast and keep landing on the smiley face.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I can't cheat, but I can make myself feel better.
All right.
All right.
All right. We get to
All
hear him say
right.
it.
Player 1.
All right. What is your favorite Mexican food?
You know the answer to that.
All right.
I know the answer to that.
Obviously, yes. It's rhetorical.
But dude, the
Player
people
Do the
out there.
people know? Do
they care? I think
doesn't
they
matter
care.
because we're playing a game about food and we're going to talk about food. The best and greatest of Mexican food, and by Mexican food I mean
Tex-Mex,
food,
yeah,
is of course enchilada.
Yep. It's an
Now,
excellent food delivery.
All Mexican food is the same general concept.
Mm-hmm.
You have a tortilla that is either underneath or surrounding meat and probably some sort of cheese sauce as well. Yeah. This basic formula is true of tacos, which is, basically like a hard shell. Kind
Real
of
quick,
tortilla thing.
the green potatoes
Oh, man.
pop up and you can't
Ran
kill
through.
them, and it scared me, so I panicked and ran. Continue.
Okay, you got scared and ran. Okay. Just reiterating what you just told me out loud and
Yep.
that you volunteered
Yep,
to say. Okay.
I panicked.
I'm in potato land now.
Yes, you are. You made it potato land. Yes.
All right.
All right.
Enchiladas are the best.
Enchiladas are really good.
You can tell a lot about how an enchilada is made.
About a restaurant because of how an enchilada is
about
made?
a restaurant. Like that is my standard for a Mexican restaurant. The quality of enchiladas. The enchilada sauce, whether or not there's the proper amount of cheese on top. That is to say, you should have a plate that somewhat resembles a saucer, gargantuan proportions, possibly that a giant's cat would drink milk out of. And there needs to be a lake of enchilada sauce that is the base layer of this, and then swimming on top, mountains rising from, more like volcanoes rising from this ocean of mole. Should be the actual enchiladas themselves, then also drenched in more cheese, naturally. Filled with the most delicious of ingredients. You got your cheese, your chicken, which, can take or leave. Pork, pretty good.
Well, you had that pulled pork one from...
Pulled pork one's pretty good, yeah, Gringos.
Yeah.
But, ground beef, fajita chicken, especially fajita style stuff. So good. You got stuck.
I did. Yeah, it's very easy to get stuck in those doorways. So I have a default, which is a chimichanga, which is a deep fried burrito.
Do those potatoes have cowboy hats?
No, those are baked potatoes opened on the top end with butter.
I believe what you're describing is a russet potato that's wearing a cowboy hat, but go on.
Well, yeah, sure, yes. A butter cowboy hat.
Butter cowboy hat, okay.
But yeah, the chimichanga has been my default for a long time because it's a deep fried burrito. If you ruin that, you can't be good at your job.
Fair enough.
But the thing that's starting to supplant it is the deep fried avocado, because they bread the avocado, they fry it, and it's stuffed with chicken and cheese and peppers and a bunch of sauces, and it's so good. So good. It's also 1,400 calories.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of calories, as it turns out. Something to note about the...
Appears to be collecting stuff for you.
Yes, it does collect things for you. It also can only travel a certain distance. It's not unlimited, and it won't blow up if you just hit the button again. It has to hit something or run out of time or juice or words.
Yes, it runs out of words.
Something to note about this area is the enemies don't spawn infinitely, but they spawn randomly, which makes this area a little dangerous. So
Now,
dangerous, in fact.
Because they spawn randomly, are you in a constant state of panic?
Maybe.
You just keep listening to the radio, trying to figure out where Lisa's coming from, kind of situation.
Or a copy will spawn on me and kill me.
Okay, yes.
At which point I decided, I think that's enough for the first episode.
I think so too. Fantastic, we're done. We did it.
We did it. The next
Enchiladas
episode
are
will
so
be
good.
45 minutes long.
The enchiladas should be served with refried beans, as God intended,
Or with a food that's edible.
and seasoned Mexican rice.
I'll agree with that one.
Not white rice and black beans. Okay.
That's Cuban.
That's what we have up here in Seattle. It's a different style.
That's also Cuban.
Yeah, it's more Cuban.
Yeah. Also, beans are the worst by themselves and should never be consumed.
I'm okay with beans. There's some really good stuff that if I gave up beans, I would have to give up red beans and rice.
Red beans
That's
and
pretty
rice
good.
is fine, as I've learned. I can eat beans in other things, but beans by themselves I very much dislike.
I have a similar relationship to beans as I do to tomatoes.
Which for me is just weird because tomatoes are so tasty.
Tomatoes are tasty when cooked in things or prepared in things.
Well,
Not so much raw, just kind of a weird texture.
So like my lunch lately has been a salad, and one of the things in the salad has been just a bunch of cherry tomatoes. And if it weren't for that and the cucumbers, the salad would just be grass.
Just grass.
Not literal grass.
Is it the worst kind of salad? That is to say, iceberg lettuce salad?
No, I'm making the salads myself.
Okay.
There's no lettuce in it. It's spinach and
is the
cucumber
proper- yes.
and yeah.
Spinach is a proper way to make a salad. People out there, don't eat shredded lettuce and don't eat iceberg lettuce.
Right. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
It's crunchy flavored water.
I just took a drink when you said that.
It's kind of, I mean, like, isn't that like ice? It's like, sure, just why don't you have an ice salad? What, you putting the berg part at the end? You're just kidding yourself.
Hey, Jeff, that's a nice salad. Get it? It's a nice salad and a nice salad.
A nice salad.
And ice salad? Nice
okay,
salad?
I see where we're going now. Okay. An ice
You see,
salad.
it's a nice boat. An ice boat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If you want David to stop talking, give us some money on our Patreon. Yeah. You can donate monthly and we can get more money and we can do this full time.
And maybe I'll get a speech therapist.
Yes, we'll finally get David that speech therapist that he was not asking for, but he will be able to speak basic rudimentary English words at the competency of at least a small child. At least.
Is it miraculous I can lead a service every Sunday and like say all the right words at the right time?
Yes.
Oh, why are you my best
You
friend
can do
again?
all things through him who strengthens you.
Oh, that's true. All right.
It is a
yep.
testament to the power of God Almighty.
Oh, that I can make it through that many things and say all the words I mean. Though this Sunday, there was a snafu that was absolutely my fault, where the benediction, for those who don't go to church, or my kind of church, the benediction is either spoken or sung, and everybody holds hands and we sing a thing.
And it comes at the end.
Yes. So I said, all rise for the benediction. And the lyrics came up on the screen in the back so I could read them. And then the piano player and organist who have the music I gave them started playing a different hymn.
I see.
So I didn't have the words. They took the words off the screen so I couldn't fake it. So I just
you're
stood up
saying
there and smiled and said, well, it was over.
You could have used a benedictionary.
It's called a hymnal, Jeff.
It's a benedictionary and you know it.
All right. I'll give you that. People thought it was funny, though, which is good. Though there were a number of members of the congregation who, up until I went up to them, was like, "Oh, it's you! I thought you were a new person because your hair is gone."
Okay,
I was like, "Well, it's not as gone as it was. It's growing back real fast, so I won't be. My head is not cold anymore. Honestly, it's fine."
Benedictionary.
All right, that was good. I will give you that one. That was good. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I was not following on the ice salad as quickly as perhaps I could have. I was mostly just disgusted by the thought of eating iceberg lettuce. It was throwing me off. It was throwing me off my game.
Okay. Apology accepted.